Now before we start, I'd just like to point out the video I took of the photos in the albums come out a bit dark, so I've added the pictures in a slideshow at the end of the video. I've also added a few little extra bonuses and some video footage. Hello everyone, today's video we're looking at a very special Action Force collection I picked up, and this is the Bob Brechin collection, which I picked up off a online auction a few months ago. And Bob Brechin is the main co-creator of Action Force in the 80s, which is a Action Man G.I. Joe sort of spin-off. So let's have a look at what I got. So there's two of these catalogues, and they were from the Palitoy factory, and they were used for references for prototypes of vehicles and figures and pictures. And Bob, who this is a proof of purchase here, he sold off all his Action Force items, and he had prototype figures which were lead figures and figures that weren't even made, and they went for quite a bit. So I was hoping to get one item, and this was really the main thing I wanted, and all the other stuff went to some good collectors I know on Blood for the Baron and the Action Force Facebook website, so that's good. I like to see all the stuff going to sort of hardcore main collectors. So let's have a look inside this catalogue. So there's the signature from Bob, and there's some extra overflow bits here. I'll go into those in a bit. So what we have, so it's signature from Bob, and it's the I'll put the camera a bit closer so it's a bit wobbly. So that's the back of the original packaging, so that must have been the photo they took for it, and that's the design for the German Stormtrooper, which was Series 1, and that's the artwork. And if we turn it around, there's some more photos. That's the Action Force headquarters, which was also used for the Star Wars Death Star, cardboard Death Star, and there's some prototype Series 1 figures there which were not used. I'll have to make some of those up. And then we've got the headquarters again. There's another camera angle of it, and that's the G.I. Joe base there, but that was later released as the Z-Force base. But yeah, I've got this cardboard headquarters. It's so it's quite expensive, but it's not as expensive as the Star Wars one, which I had when I was younger and threw it away, and it goes for about £1,000 now. So there's some nice pictures. Now here are the unreleased figures and vehicles. This is the Action Force Special Forces team, and I've made some of these up before, but these were found in the factory by Bob and Dave Tree, who runs all the cool stuff in Fordingbridge. He runs a toy shop, and they went round to the old warehouse and they found these pictures. I think they found some of the figures actually. Yeah, they did. They found a figure which was that one there, which they named after Dave Tree, so that was really cool. And here's another shot of them, and that's all so these were unreleased, and they're very cool. And I always use these for point of reference on my Action Force custom, so it's amazing to get hold of the sort of original test shot pictures, which yeah, it's very, very strange and surreal to have these. And here's another team that wasn't released. Don't know what this team was called, but yeah, these definitely need to be made up. So that's them close up. If anyone's interested, I could always upload them to the Blood for the Baron website, and people can use them for reference, seeing as this catalogue's a one-off. Next up is the prototypes for the Skeletron, Kraken and unreleased figure. Now they were all sold on the auction. They went for quite a bit of money. I was hoping to get one, but I didn't get one, so never mind. But yeah, they hit that Cyclopsy figure was unreleased, and the skeleton on that was. Sorry about the glare. And then we got the Kiwi figure, which was sold on the auction, the prototype, and that's the sort of the schematics for some of it. And there's Kiwi, he was part of Space Force, and that's 2 unreleased figures. There's a lady action figure that wasn't released, and then there is this one, which was the prototype for Kiwi as well. So that's very interesting. And then we've got some more here. That's test shots for Baron Ironblood's team, and that's Baron Ironblood with a Darth Vader cape they didn't go with. And then we've got the miner figure and medic, and then there's some unreleased figures there. They'd be quite interesting to make up. Someone's got a 3D printer, they're very cool. And then we've got the test shots and artwork for the Triad fighter, which is Space Force, and so that's very cool to have these pictures. That's how it's sort of designed for it, and the mock test makeups of it. There's another picture of some unreleased Space Force and released Space Force, and there's the ship. I've seen someone trying to make that up at the moment. It's like a very hard job. They're doing a good job of it. And there's the 2 figures that were not released. And then we've got the back of the packaging, but it's also got the unreleased Space Force. I'm sure some other little bits in there. Then we have the designs for the Shadow Track, and it's got red laser in it. So these were how they were going to do them and what they ended up with. It's got bigger wings on that one. Guns. Shadow Track down there. Then we have a unreleased vehicle. Looks like, I don't know if it's a Z-Force or it's a Series 1. It looks like a Series 1 actually, but yeah, that would have been a really big vehicle to make. Looks a bit like the G.I. Joe Havoc. Then we've got some prototypes of unreleased, it's a Sky Striker and some other Action Force vehicle. So there's the Sky Striker. That's the vehicle that was never released. Action Security. I think that's an Action Force vehicle. I think it's about the right size. Then there's some more test shots there, pictures. I think it's obviously a photo of the artwork and not the actual artwork. This one is a bit like a Mars vehicle. There's some Q-Force, what was released, and that was nearly the design of it, but they went with a bit different in the end. And one of the figures is a bit different there, actually 2 of them, his flippers are red. And then we've got some design for Q-Force there. Next up we've got the unreleased stuff, so we've got the Q-Force vehicle that wasn't made. Someone's actually been making that on one of the sites. Then we got Bombardier, which is Dave Tree's figure named after him, and that's Flash, isn't it? I think it was Grand Slam from the G.I. Joe. Then we got, that's Boffins from Special Force. He was never made officially. Then we got some of the Jeeps, which was the Panther in the UK SAS Force, but they ended up making some of these. So the green one's G.I. Joe, but there was some, I think it was Fun School ones they made later on. And there's some of the other ones that were not released. So that's it for this folder. We'll take a look at the next one. So here's the start of the folder, and that's Bob Brechin's signature again. And this is amazing to see. It's the pictures from the Action Force advert, which you can see on YouTube. And I used to watch this advert all the time. I still watch it quite a lot now on YouTube, because I'm very sad. But yeah, that's them lining all the figures up. And that's them getting ready to take the shots for the adverts. And here we've got some of the promo pictures. Looks like it's the shelving that used to be in the shops. It'd be amazing to have some of this. I've seen the odd one go for sale, and it goes for about £1,000. And here's some more of the prototypes. These were never released. I haven't seen anything like these. It's some sort of weird vehicle. And then they've got that one. I think this is Series 1. They've released the bottom one there. And then they've got a display they must have done at a toy fair to show off what they were selling. That's the tower. That'd be amazing to have something like that in the house. And then we've got a picture that they used for display, and it's got some weird Space Force base, which would be amazing to make. So that's that. And then they've got some setup there. Looks like all the prototypes and stuff that was made. Got a Robo skull there. That's really cool. Next, also some more pictures, and that's the same one we saw on the last page. And there's the Triad fighter, satellite defense. And then we've got a big setup of Robo skulls there, which is very cool. And here we have some SAS stuff. Oops, some Z-Force there as well. That's Baron Ironblood in a red cape there. And here it goes on to the when they changed Action Force later on to the American range, and this is it was still Action Force in this country, but it's G.I. Joe, so that's some of the pictures. I take it they must have been sent over from America to show them. I don't know if these pictures have been shown anywhere before. And then last for the catalogue, it's the G.I. Joe carrier belt thing. And that's the headquarters. And the gliders, which were very fragile and not many survived.